Welcome. I'm Richard Clarke. I'm reviewing and commenting on Drg Drsya Viveka, or an inquiry into the nature of the seer and the seen. Today is verse 29. Ignorance, avidya, appears to cover the witness, just as clouds seem to cover the sun. But in reality, the witness is never covered, for it is self-luminous awareness, eternal and free. The text now turns to the relationship between the self and ignorance. You may say, I do not know the self, or the self is hidden from me. This is ignorance speaking. But is it truly possible for the self to be hidden? Think of the sun. When clouds pass, it seems as though the sun is covered, but the sun is never actually touched by the clouds. It shines just the same, unaffected. The covering is only from the standpoint of the onlooker on earth. In the same way, ignorance seems to veil the self, but the self remains ever luminous. Ignorance operates in the mind. It is the mind that forgets, identifies with the body and thought, and says, I am limited. The self is never touched by this. It is never ignorant and does not need to be illumined by anything else. It is awareness itself. This verse frees you from the false struggle of finding the self. You are not required to polish it, fix it, or uncover it as if it were hidden behind a screen. The witness is always present. The practice is to simply see that what appears as ignorance belongs only to the mind, never to the self. The significance here is profound. Many seekers believe that they are far from realization. That ignorance must be destroyed before the self can shine. The text says that the self is never bound by ignorance in the first place. The covering is only an appearance, never a reality. That's why liberation is described as recognition, not attainment. You do not become awareness. You already are awareness. The illusion of ignorance falls away, and what remains is the ever-free self. The teaching relieves the burden of striving. You do not have to manufacture freedom. You only need to stop identifying the self with what it is not. Just as the sun requires no effort to shine once the clouds move away, the self is ever shining. Here's a self-inquiry. If the self is ever luminous like the sun, untouched by clouds, what in me remains present and shining even when the mind is confused or ignorant? Namaste. I'm Richard Clarke. My new book, Avidya by RamanaMaharshi with comments offers clear insights into this profound poem on self-realization. In this series, I share Ramana's timeless wisdom and my reflections and inquiries to deepen your practice of self-inquiry. Discover the peace that comes from knowing your true self. The Amazon link is in the description. These videos bring Shankara's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like. Send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.